Chapter 7. Different clothes in different regions. Clothes are the part of our primary needs. Clothes are used to cover our body and show our style or fashion. Our modern-day life clothes have evolved drastically in the several thousands of years. Clothing represents our culture and tradition. Throughout history, many different types of materials have been used for the purpose of clothing, ranging from leather and furs to woven materials. The most obvious function of clothing is to improve the comfort of the wearer from the elements. For example, coats, hats, gloves, and other warm clothes protect us from cold. Hence, clothing is a daily use item that will always be necessary to us. Need for clothes. Clothing protects us from heat and cold. It protects us from dust and sunlight. The culture, religion, languages spoken, and attire of the people of India are as diverse as the landscape of this vast country. Due to its diversity, this cultural hub does not have just one dress. Clothes for women. The language, religion, and dresses of the people change according to the region they inhabit. Salwar kameez. In northern part of India, salwar kameez is prevalent among the women. Salwar is a type of loose trouser which is worn with loose kurta known as kameez. This Indian dress is usually accompanied by dupatta, a kind of veil used to cover head. This Indian dress is the favorite of North Indian women as it is hassle-free to wear and easy to maintain, salwar kameez, and allows complete freedom of movement which is necessary for hard-working women whether in an office or helping their husbands in fields. Lehenga choli. In western India like Rajasthan and Gujarat, lehenga choli forms core of the traditional dress of the locals. Lehenga is a loose ankle-length skirt worn with choli, a kind of blouse. This outfit is incomplete without orni, Western Indian version of dupatta, which lends the grace and style to this traditional Indian dress. Another dress that resembles lehenga is ghagra. It is a type of full-flared ankle-length skirt, which is worn with a belt around the waist. In some parts of India, you can also find women wearing garara, a kind of divided skirt flared at the bottom much like bell-bottoms. Sari. Sari, an unstitched piece of cloth which looks common but lends the uncommon grace and elegance to the woman wearing it. In ancient times, unstitched fabric was supposed to be pure. This belief gave rise to this Indian dress in which there is no problem of size and shape. It is a 6 to 9 yards piece of cloth, depending upon the needs, cultural and religious norms of the region. Each region has its own style of draping a sari. The style of wearing a sari reflects the age, region, religion, status and occupation of the woman to some extent. The different styles of draping a sari are: North Indian. It is the widely used style in which sari is draped around the waist once and then pleats are tucked in the waistband. The remaining portion of sari, known as pallu, is put across the left shoulder and is allowed to fall behind. Gujarati. This style of sari is known as Seedha Pallu sari. In this style, pallu is taken to back side and is then put across the front side of the right shoulder. Bengali. Bengali women follow a pleatless style of draping a sari. Maharashtrian. The sari of Maharashtrians is usually 8 to 9 meters long. In this style, saris pass through legs and one portion of it is tucked at the back, providing space for greater freedom of movement. The popularity of sari resulted in its different types. Shawls. The tribal women of northeast India weave their own shawls in traditional designs. In the plains they wear cotton and in the hills they weave woolen shawls. The designs and weaving patterns on the shawls are typically in each state of Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura, Nagaland and Assam. Young girls in many states wear long skirts and blouses or salwar kameez and dupatta. The long skirts in Gujarat and Rajasthan are called pavadiyas. Whether it is a formal office environment or a family get-together, it always emphasizes the grace of the Indian woman. But these days the trends are slightly changing. The traditional Indian dresses are paving the way for the ones with Western touch. Nowadays, urban Indian women wear jeans, shirt and trouser and skirts, which is more suitable to her working lifestyle. Clothes for men. In cities, men wear trousers and shirts. A coat and necktie is worn at work in winter or in formal occasions. In winter, coats or pullovers are also worn to keep warm. Kurta pajama is worn in Haryana, Uttar Pradesh and eastern states. Men in different dresses. Punjabi men dress themselves in a long and loose shirt known as kurta, teamed with the loose baggy salwar known as pajamas, or a long length of fabric wrapped around the waist known as lungi or tehmat. The whole appearance is completed with traditional Punjabi shoes called juttis worn by men. Dhoti and kurta is supposed to be the native Indian dress for men. Dhoti is a piece of cloth which is tied at the waist and one part of it is passed between the legs and is tucked at the back, whereas kurta is a type of an Indian tunic. In southern India, men mostly wear shirt and lungi. Lungi is also a type of dhoti worn differently. It is tied at the waist and hung loose at the legs. These days, due to the changing occupational demands, Indian men are opting for the dresses such as trousers, jeans and shirts, etc. The men of Assam dress themselves in dhoti, a lion cloth, and chadar made from andi. In the northeastern states, men wear a short kilt or knee-length wrap around cloth. They also wear jewelry and headgear of beads, wood, animal bones, and feathers. These days, such dresses are mostly worn on festive occasions. Assami men, a Kashmiri men dress in Kerala. Normally, they prefer to wear trousers and shirts and wear their traditional shawls. Traditional dresses worn by people are well suited in the climate of the place. Men in Kashmir wear long loose robes called firans over their clothes to keep away the cold. They wear round caps as well. During hot days, men wear turbans that protect them from the heat. People in desert wear colorful clothes. In general, men wear trousers, shirts, kurta pajamas, lungi and dhoti kurta. The way the lungi and dhoti are worn differs from state to state.